Hi friends, I am Rajendra Kumar from RK and Friends channel. We are coming with you small videos which may be helpful for in promotion, banking test 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. My dear friends, we have prepared around 100 frequently asked questions, IBPS frequently asked questions in promotion test. If you need that 100 questions, kindly WhatsApp me. My number you note down, 950208855. Once again, 950208855. The frequently asked questions, you may get 10 questions or 10 questions for a matter of 10-15 minutes. You can read that 100 questions in a 10 or 15 minutes. You may get it. Kindly WhatsApp me. I will send through WhatsApp. Now we would like to deal with National Lok Adalat. Very 2-3 bits you may have to remember it. Not much. How it is established? They will ask Banking Regulation Act, RBI Act, like that. But only one thing you have to remember it. Under Legal Services Authority Act 1987. Legal Services Authority Act 1987. This you should remember it. Not under Banking Regulation Act, RBI Act, and any other act. Legal Services Authority Act. Then one more question. What is the minimum amount? They may give 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs or 10,000 like that. There is no minimum amount. There is no minimum amount. Maximum amount? You should remember these two. Maximum amount? Maximum is 20 lakh. Up to 20 lakh. 20 lakh above, it has to go to the courts. DRT or DRT, whatever it may be. But you should remember, up to 20 lakhs, you can go to Lok Adalat. Beyond that, it is not possible. Friends, any court fee is required? For any court case, you have to pay prescribed fee. But for Lok Adalat, no court fee. No court fee. They will ask 5,000, 10,000, something else. And then you have to put the no fee at all. And then this will bind both the parties, banker and the borrower. Bind the both parties, because it is being done with the consent of the mutual consent of the banker and parties. That Lok Adalat will call the people and they will say a decision. Both has to accept it and they will pass an order. Can we appeal? There is no appeal at all. You should remember it. For the judgment given by the Lok Adalat, there is no appeal at all, because it is being done with the mutual consent. What are the advantages for NPA recovery? For doubtful accounts, even the written off accounts also can be settled through Lok Adalat. For written off account, I think there is no remedy in the court. But here, you will go on pursue written off accounts. And the borrower feel vexed again you are going to his house. He wants to settle it. Then through Lok Adalat it can be settled. Written off accounts also. Hence, the procedure is very simple for NPA and doubtful and other accounts and written off accounts also. And bank should take advantage of it. This is what Lok Adalat. Very 3-4 bits and you may get 1 mark. Friends, let us deal with the other subject, the Banking Ombudsman Scheme 2006. In the beginning, actually, it was having a long history. It started in 1995. Later, it was amended in 2002 and again 2006. Now, the scheme called is Banking Ombudsman Scheme 2006, though it is amended in 2009 and 17. As amended in 2017, we always say it's as amended because most of the amendments were taken place in 2017. But the scheme is called Banking Ombudsman Scheme 2006. Now, the latest things that happened, integrated, that will cover later. But you may not get about the latest this thing. How it is established, under which act? In Lok Adalat, I told you, it is not banking related, but it is Banking Ombudsman was established under the Banking Regulation Act 1949, Section 35A. They will give 4 choice. You have to remember that it is established under Banking Regulation Act 1949, Section 35A. They may give 30, 35, 35A like this. You should remember about it. Then, who is the banking ombudsman? Any senior official, generally it is a bank, GM or CGM like that. Any senior official appointed by the Reserve Bank of India. Then how many ombudsmen are there in the country? Around 22 ombudsmen are there, covering most of the states, naturally in the state capital. 22 as on date. Who will be covered under the Banking Ombudsman Act? All the scheduled commercial bank, regional rural banks, scheduled primary cooperative banks. Latest guidelines are different. These are up to November. You have to remember these only. Grounds to file a complaint. There are several grounds. All your services, whatever the banks you are providing the services, any deficiency of services, definitely the customer can file against the bank. I will tell you some of the things, because if I read all the things, it will take much time. Please read about it. Collection of checks. Delay in collection of checks. Definitely takes something time limit is given. And non-acceptance of small denominations. Non-acceptance of coins. Non-payment of inward remittance. Somebody has remitted to you, but you are not paying it, inward remittance. Or delay in payment. Failure to issue DD. Pay order. No, sir. We are not going to issue DDs today. Or customer asks morning, he pays morning, but you are not going to give to that day or evening. It takes a delay. It may be DD, it may be banker check, it may be pay order. Non-adherent to prescribed time limits. You are giving time limits of the working hours. You are not following it. Customer go against you. Failure to provide or delay in providing the banking facility which are offered by you or your agent. Sometimes your agents also, they may provide it. For that also you are responsible for it. How to make complaint? If something happen and some deficiency is there in service, banking service, can the customer directly go to the ombudsman? No. He has to file a complaint in the branch or bank. Has to make complaint to the branch level first. He has to wait 30 days. How many days? 30 days. He has to make complaint in the bank and branch. Or next 30 days, he has to wait 30 days. And then only he can go to the ombudsman. Whether banking ombudsman will directly take this. There are certain rules, I told you. If the customer has not filed case with the bank, then banking ombudsman reject it. If the 1 month is not completed, bank will be given time for up to 30 days. The 1 month is not completed, it will be rejected. One more important point, if something happened today, can customer make complaint tomorrow? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 10 months, 11 months, 12 months. Yeah, up to 12 months he is having time to complain. But after 12 months, the limitation is over. For everything there is a limitation period. After 12 months he cannot make complaint. Okay, my dear friends? The complaint matter is pending with the court, are already disposed. Then also automatically ombudsman will reject it. Any frivolous matter, silly matters, definitely complaint will be rejected. If the institution is not covered under the banking ombudsman scheme, then not also. Primary cooperative societies, agriculture cooperative societies, or something like that, any other society. Again, not pertaining to the grounds specified in clause number 8 of the banking ombudsman scheme. In clause number 8, everything is specified. What are the things to be dealt by ombudsman? Clause number 8. That is also very important. You should remember all these things, and then also complaint will be rejected. What is the procedure to file complaint? Simple piece of paper or email or online complaint. Online complaint also can be made. This is very simple. Nowadays, nobody is making letters and all these things. Simple online complaint is sufficient for you. Can the complaint made by authorized person? Yes, any authorized person can make the complaint. Charges? No charges at all. Any limit for the financial transaction? I told you 20 lakhs. For Lok Adalat also 20 lakhs. For mental agony, for embarrassment, this thing, any compensation will be given? Yes. Up to 1 lakh, ombudsman can award. For mental agony, for harassment. What are the details required? Your details, name and address, the branch name and organization details, and the facts, what happened to you, what is the problem with you, and if you have any evidence, that evidence copies, and declaration. Everything is true and all these things. After receiving the complaint, what ombudsman will do? He will work as a mediator or conciliator. He will try to reconcile both the people. And if bank and customer have some mutual agreement, it will be okay. Otherwise, then only ombudsman will award this thing. Okay. Beyond 20 lakhs, he cannot deal it. Bank ombudsman will not deal it. If it is so much documents are required, so much arguments on all these things required, so much evidence is required, then there's also, they will say, Baba, go to the court. Any sufficient cause is not there, then also, and ombudsman feel that he has not made any reasonable, is not pursued the bank and directly came to ombudsman, then also bank ombudsman can reject it. After the award, any recourse is there? Is the banking ombudsman is the final authority? After this one award, the customer is not satisfied, he can appeal against the bank ombudsman award. To whom we can appeal? Directly, Deputy Governor of Reserve Bank of India. Deputy Governor of Reserve Bank of India. With how many days? 30 days. With this, I think, friends, these are the banking amendments. And you may have to learn some new things. Let me explain those things. Friends, I would like to remind you about BCSBI. There was a BCSBI. It was a society and it was framing guidelines. That is, with BCSBI, the full abbreviation is Banking Codes and Standard Board of India. Code and standard. What are the standards you have to maintain? What are the codes you have to maintain? It is preparing it. It was not a legal body. All the banks which are members of the BCSBI, they have to follow it. Automatically, all the banks are forced to take membership, and they are following the guidelines issued by the BCSBI. I think you might have remembered some of the guidelines. From morning 7 to evening 7 only, you have to go for recovery. Like that, some guidelines are issued. This state issue should be given this much time, timing schedules and all these things. The BCSBI have made some guidelines actually. Though it's almost in the dissolving stage because due to technical problems, the Reserve Bank of India wanted to dissolve it. It is being dissolved now. Now, the RBI has created one more important department. This department is the only sole agency. What is the department? CEPD, Customer Education and Protection Department. It will educate customer and protection. Customer Education and Protection Department. That is Consumer Education and Protection Department. And it has made some Charter of Customer Rights. Charter of Customer Right. CEPD means Consumer Education and Protection Department, not customer. Just mistakenly I told customer because banking means we used to say customer. It is Consumer Education and Protection Department. Then it has made some charter of customer rights. These customer rights, you may get the question COCR, charter of customer rights, COCR. What is customer rights? Right to fair treatment, customer should be treated fairly. Right to transparency, fair and honest dealing, transparency. Right to suitability, right to privacy, right to grievance, redress and compensation. They will give some 4 or 5, which is not the Charter of Customer Rights. If you remember these 5, you can put the answer. Once again, I will read for you for your sake. Right to fair treatment, right to transparency, fair and honest dealing. That is only one. Transparency, fair and honest dealing. Right to suitability, right to privacy, right to grievance redressal and compensation. Not only for grievance redressal and compensation. Now the RBI has come with integrated ombudsman scheme 2021. You may not got any questions because IBPS might have prepared your question paper long back. It has happened recently in the November 12th. You may not get it, but still better to know about it. They are integrated. Now the RBI integrated ombudsman scheme 2021. There are 3 ombudsman schemes previously. One is banking ombudsman scheme. That's what I told you, 2006. The other one is ombudsman scheme for NBFCs, non-banking financial companies. Second one is 2018, non-banking financial companies 2018. Third one is ombudsman scheme for digital transactions 2019. There was another ombudsman for digital transaction 2019. These all 3 were integrated. Now it's only the RBI integrated scheme 2021. The portal they have given us pro forma also. You have to, through pro forma, you have to file a complaint. And this scheme has came into effect from November 12, 2021. I think these are the sufficient for you for this promotion test. I wish you all the best. God bless you.